Hey, welcome back to Link in Bio. I'm Alejandro.
And I'm Jenny.
And how are you, sister?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm super excited for this show. I have a feeling it's going to be a good one.
Why?
Because all our shows are.
Oh.
You can always say that it's going to be good.
It's going to be a fun one. Oh, yeah, for sure. No, yeah, but we actually have some fun topics that I really want to break down with you specifically. Because you guys will see.
You'll see.
But so we're covering Barcelona having beef with tourism.
Oh.
Parent influencers having to cough up the cash. You'll see what I'm saying. And then Jenny stands on business about moving out and why you live with your parents at 31.
There you go. And we're also talking to Unique Daily, and she shares her best recipes. But it's different. You'll see what I mean. And Jefa Elisa Hernandez stops by. I'm super stoked for that because I love her. And Mr. Chuy checks in with us. I love Mr. Chuy. Oh my God, it's gonna be great. I love it. All right, let's get into it.
Have you seen those videos that are going viral of people like in Barcelona getting sprayed with water guns?
Yeah, but like what the fuck is going on? Like what's happening?
So apparently like tourists are getting sprayed by locals with water guns saying like, we don't want tourists here, go home.
Oh my God, I can only imagine like in my vacation fit, we fighting on site.
That's your worst fear?
I don't know, I'm just saying like, it's like in a way tourists, like they contribute to the economy, like some countries, like that's what they, like that's their bread and butter.
No, yeah, definitely. And that's what people are asking. But apparently what's going on in Spain is apparently the mayor isn't or the country isn't spreading out, the wealth.
But that's not the tourists' fault.
And yeah, I guess. Was it in 2023? Yes. 26 million visitors came in and spent over $13 billion.
Damn.
But the government isn't really doing anything to kind of give back. And all the Airbnbs and like the rent again. Yeah. So housing prices are going up. Everything's going more expensive.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get that. Like I can understand why they're upset. Totally understand why they're upset, but the irony,
What do you mean?
Like Spain, but like.
What are you getting at, sister?
Brother. Ellos entraron a Mexico, They didn't give a fuck.
Oh, so the colonizers don't want to be colonized in a way. Is that what you're getting at?
Yes.
All that head shaking.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, y'all, we were squirting water guns at y'all, Damn, but.
I don't know. But apparently the mayor of Barcelona is increasing tourism taxes. So there should be hopefully a solve to this and people should be happy. And the water guns,
good.
Get put down because we don't want to ruin your fit. It's like the beam. It's like lower your gun. A law went into effect this week in Illinois that requires influencers to pay their children for appearing in their video content.
They're looking out for that kid that can't go outside until he makes 10 unboxing videos.
Dang, it'd be like that, huh?
Yeah, it'd be like that, the hustle.
Exactly, sister. There's some influencers out there that make maybe $20K a video and their kid's in it, but the kid might not even see a cut.
Damn.
So this new law mandates that kids under 16 must be compensated if they are at least in a third of the paid content that their parents make.
Damn, $20,000 per post, brother.
Hey, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I've heard.
Man, I've made hundreds of videos for me too. Where's my check?
Hey, you know what, sister?
Someone put the clown emoji on my face.
Man, I don't know about that, sister. But you know what? So apparently with this new law, parents and caregivers must set aside money in a special bank account that limits access to the parents. So the kids can access that money when they turn 18.
Oh, okay. Well, this is great news. Honestly, you always hear like horror stories of parents taking advantage of child actors.
No, yeah, it's crazy. So that the money's part of it.
Yeah.
But another point that people are bringing up is that it's also kind of violates the kid's privacy. Like, what if the kid doesn't even want to be put out there on display like that?
Yeah.
Especially for money. Again, this is a step in the right direction. But people are also bringing up points that are valid of the privacy because I don't know, some people do go overboard. There's a way to kind of go about it, but there's a way that's kind of sketchy.
Yes.
And that's what I think this law is going to kind of tackle.
So let's get these babies their check, brother.
Get these childs of influencers paid.
Yep.
Sister, you recently went viral for a video posted on TikTok. Can you present to the class what you went viral for?
Well, I'm 31 years old.
Okay.
And I'm never moving out. my parents' house.
I don't give a fuck. I'm still in the motherfucking house. I'm still in the motherfucking house. I don't give a fuck. Do I look like I give a fuck? Because I don't.
Well, it's looking like that with these house prices, right, brother? I'm just totally joking. I am going to eventually move out. And guess what? I'm going to buy my own house. That's right. I've been saving money to buy my own house. And I know I still live with my parents at 31. And I'm here to say that is okay. If you have a good relationship with your parents and you can be, and if they, you know, they give you that opportunity, why not?
Aprovecha.
Aprovecha, exactly. Like, I'm very, very blessed. Like, I pay my parents rent.
Yeah.
I help them out. Obviously, I don't pay them freaking thousands like how rent is right now. And I'm single, so I have to, it's on my own. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, I recently posted this video.
I mean, you said, well, you got some comments on there that kind of...
You know what? 99.9% of the comments were very like, yeah, dude, like positive, and people are relating to it. They've been getting so many reposts. People are like, oh, thank God, my community, like, cause it's fucking hard out there right now.
One of us.
It's one of us. But like any fucking post on Instagram, there's some haters that want to flap their mouths and shame you, especially men, because.
What'd I do? All right, well, let's see these comments. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah. So this guy goes odd flex. My guy, how is it an odd flex if my parents still love me and they're giving me an opportunity to save up my money to buy my own fucking house? I ain't gonna look like a predator.
Sorry. Mic'd her up on that one. I mean, I don't have anything to say. Yeah, it's like, it's a good flex. Like, keep flexing that shit, sister. I mean, flex that wad of cash that you're saving.
I'm just saying.
And here's the opposite.
There you go. Thank you. 10.4K likes compared to your measly 433, my friend. Point of the matter is, me crying in rent. Yes.
Thank you, Saint Sarah. Yes, dude. Every time that rent check comes, I'm like,
but you know what, though? I admire you, brother, for doing it. Like, yeah, you moved out of your parents. Like, if you're doing it, you're doing it, you know? It's just, yeah, we're all doing it differently. Don't shame people. Like, that's their fucking business. That's a nice house. They'd never get me out. Oh, girl.
Dude,
I
thought the same thing. That's a mansion.
Let me tell you. It's not a mansion, brother.
Hey, sister, you have those pesos way. I've never lived in a house with 2 floors.
My parents worked their ass off.
Eso sí.
My dad came here with nothing.
What's the one thing you want people to take from this video that live with their parents?
Don't feel ashamed, guys. There's more of us than you think. If you think everyone's fucking buying a house at 30 right now, you're so wrong. A lot of us are still living with our parents, but guess what? We're still gonna buy a fucking house. Whether we do it alone or whether we do it with another person, we're gonna buy our fucking house. Don't let anyone make you feel bad for that. Mic drop, I'm out. Today we have the most chaotic chef on the internet. Unique Daily provides non-conventional recipes while keeping her audience on the edge of their seats with her one-of-a-kind cooking story times.
I had no idea what I was getting into when I first came across her videos. I'm like, oh, this is... Wait, what?
You're like, what's going on? Yeah. Why is a foot going on a sandwich?
Here is how I make the perfect foot long for my cheating husband. I take his limp bread and I smash it. And
technically, it is a foot long. I get it, but I'm like, I'm good.
It's so interesting, though. I haven't seen like anything like this, and it's just so entertaining. And not to mention, her voice is super like
soothing.
Soothing, yes. So we have her on. Hey.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us. I don't know if you heard us, but obviously we love your videos.
We do.
And we know you're a housewife. So what does that mean to you?
That means that I basically serve my husband. I love, having his slippers ready for him when he walks through the door, if he ever walks through the door. Sometimes he doesn't come home. But when he does come home, I like to have, dinner ready for him and his house tidy, iron clothes. And that's what I do. That's what it means to me.
Okay.
We see that you have a complicated relationship with your husband. Is he
unfaithful?
Or have you seen anything a little off-putting?
Well, I mean, I was raised to believe by my grandmother that all men cheat, and it's just something as women that we have to put up with. So, I just kind of take my frustration out on his meals. But yeah, I mean, it happens in every relationship, I believe.
What's something you've done to his meal that you're like, it's like the most insane thing?
Yeah, like how do you choose when to adjust the recipe? Add that extra sazon.
Yeah.
Sometimes he tells me that I'm not doing a good job as a housewife, so he asks me to step it up, and it frustrates me because I work really hard to make him happy, so I step it up for him.
Step it up.
Like step up on the food?
Give him a foot long.
Oh.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
sometimes I'll find, when I'm searching his car, I find a pair of panties in his back seat, and I just, chop them up and put them in his burrito to teach him a little lesson, because I mean, I don't like it, but I have to, just kind of deal with it, because again, my grandmother raised me to put up with that,
Yeah.
What recipe do you think is like your most like tasty that he has enjoyed?
I think he really loved his raisin brand, where I replaced the raisins with little flies. Every night he asked for a bowl of cereal, so he's like, get my bowl of cereal on the fly. So I gave it to him on the fly.
Dang.
Scrumptious.
And what is your advice for a healthy marriage?
Women belong in the kitchen. I think that as women, today forget that where we belong, and we just have to know our place as women as well.
All right, I'll ask my wife about that one. I don't think she'll like it.
Well, sometimes, brother, I just want to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen.
Okay, I feel that. Well, I mean, I don't.
Barefoot and pregnant.
I hear you. Would you ever cheat on your husband? I feel like he gets away with so much, and you're the perfect stay-at-home wife.
I would never cheat on my husband. I don't even like talking to men. I don't make eye contact with men when I go out and shop for him or anything. Yeah, I know my place as a woman.
Well, thank you so much, Unique. We really appreciate you having you on the show. I made sure to take some pointers just in case. You just never know.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
And where can people find you on social media?
You could find me on Instagram at I am Unique Daily. And yeah, that's it. I got to get back to cooking for my husband. He's going to come home for lunch. So.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. Oh.
What are you making him?
Oh.
Well, I noticed that there was sand in his car. I guess he went to the beach. So I'm going to make him a sandwich.
All right.
It's going to be extra crunchy.
Exactly.
He's like, oh, nice. You added pepper. Oh, thank you so much, Unique. We appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
We are here with Elisa Hernandez. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, I'm so excited because for those of you who may not know, Elisa Hernandez is a jefa in the world of sports. I mean, girl, you are booked and busy. You do a lot, like you do. But can you please give us a breakdown of it all? Because girl, I'm fascinated.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working in LA for quite a while now. I grew up here. I went to school at USC and then just kind of been in the world of sports for such a long time. And I've been blessed enough to work with some of the biggest franchises in sports, the Lakers. My home is now with the Dodgers. And I've covered the NFL for as long as I can remember.
Wow.
So I think it's just being able to kind of break down these barriers and be in a very male-dominated field and dominate myself is something I'm really proud of.
Absolutely it is. It's so inspiring. So as you mentioned, Dodger Stadium is your stomping grounds.
Yes.
I mean, La Jefa at Dodger Stadium is standing right next to me right now. So you actually host Salvadorian nights. That's awesome.
Yes.
How does that feel?
Oh my gosh. La Noche Salvadoreña is my favorite night of the year for multiple reasons, right? Obviously, I'm Salvadorian, but it's one thing to want inclusion. It's one thing when you actually get it. And for my family being from Central America and me being first generation here in the US, you have the biggest organization in all of sports, one of the most recognized logos in the world, celebrating your culture in a way that actually feels genuine.
Yep.
And what I mean by that is DJ Severe, which is the DJ for the Dodgers, I love him. When the first night came, he was like, all right, so what's the barbecue sound like at your house? Because I'm gonna need that whole playlist for you to send to me. And we collaborated together and I gave him some songs. And that first year when I walked around and, you know, I'm listening to A mí me gustan las pupusas. Like, I was like, this is my song, you know, because I just saw everyone so happy.
So how do your parents feel? Because, I mean, they must be so proud to see you representing your culture, your country.
You know, it feels really special. And I say that because I grew up very proud to be Salvadorian and very proud of my culture and very proud to represent my parents and everything they've been through to give me and my sister and my brothers a better life here. So when I got the job as stadium host, I didn't tell them. I know, I had to lie.
How could you?
You know, Latino kids don't do that.
We don't do that. What?
And I told my dad, we all got tickets to the game. Well, I got them tickets. And I told my dad, like, oh, I can't go to the game with you guys. I have to work. And my dad's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, but you knew this. And I was like, I know they called me in last second. I can't go.
He was
like,
mad.
Oh, he was so mad. So he like left, didn't even talk to me. And so my sister was corralling everyone. And so no one knew but my sister. And so she's like, let's go to our seats. And they're like, why? We want food. We want to go. And she's like, go to your seats. And so she's like texting me like, don't be over here. We're walking over here. And so basically they get to their seats. And they start, and you hear Todd Lights, who's our, PA announcer, and we're welcoming Dave Styles and Elisa Hernandez, because he always has my name with the Hernandez in it, which I love. And my sister's recording my dad, and my dad's just like, what? And he literally said, ¿Qué hace esa mona aquí? Like, I was in trouble. And he was like, you are not supposed to be here, young lady. And my mom is just like, what? And everyone's kind of like, wait, we just saw her at home? Wait, what? Like, they were so confused. And it was one of the greatest gifts I could have ever given my dad and my mom.
You're a Latina in a bunch of really cool spaces. How are you opening doors for other Latinos in the space?
It's all about lifting as you climb. And I've really caught that from the people that I've met along the way. And I think the biggest lesson I learned, which is something people don't talk about, like sometimes it be your own people that don't want to help you. Because there is that status quo of like, if there's too many of us and I can't, I won't be, but it's like, there's enough space for all of us. And that mentality really works against us sometimes. But, I surround myself with fellow Latinos that believe that there is space for all of us and that we can all rise up. Like, instead of fighting for one position, let's fight the fact that there's only one position, and I think that's the biggest thing that I try to say whenever I enter any space, because I think there's power in just seeing someone being like, wait, like, maybe like I'm a runner and I want to be a field producer one day. And then you see me walk in and I'm the field producer and it's like, and so it's just all about seeing yourself in different spaces. And one of my good friends, MJ Acosta Ruiz, I love her to death because she will fight for me to be in a room. And even if it's not a big deal for me to be in there, for her, she's like, it's not about that. It's just, you need to be in here. And so the way that she does that for me, I pay that forward and I try to do that for other people.
I love this. This is beautiful. I love to hear it. I mean, this is like doing the work, like putting what we say into action. But girl, going back to your schedule for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You're going to Paris. She is going to the Olympics, okay?
I had no idea I was going to go. And I finished my first season with Sunday Night Football as field producer for Telemundo Deportes, which we were the first field reporter and field producer for Sunday Night Football. So because of that experience and the work that I put in there, this thing, you never know who's watching. Because someone is always watching. Whether they tell you or not, someone's always watching. And at the time, I didn't know. I was just, doing my job and doing the best that I can. And based off that job, when NBC and Telemundo Deportes were like, hey, because they're different departments. So it was like, hey, we need a field producer. There's someone recommended me, like, oh my gosh, she was great on Sunday Night Football. We think she'd be great in Paris. And they called me up and now I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta pack my bags.
You gotta pack your bags?
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to stay tuned. Like, so where can we follow you? Because I know there's a whole lot I need to be following up on.
Yes, so definitely follow me on Instagram at Elisa Hernandez TV. And on TikTok, which I gotta change my name on TikTok, so it'll probably be Elisa Hernandez TV or something, but I'll post it on my Instagram. But yeah, those are probably where I'm gonna start posting more and vlogging more about just my experience, because I feel like I had to take people with me. It's such a crazy experience to go. And my first Olympics, my first time in Paris.
Yeah.
Also, like 3 weeks is a long time to be in a foreign country. So the farthest I've gone is like 2 weeks in El Salvador.
But But don't
And
worry,
so-
because mommy and papi will be there.
That is true.
Showing you their love.
Yes, as always.
Well, thank you so much, Elisa Hernandez, everyone.
Today we are here with Jesus Garcia, aka Mr. Chuy. Hey.
What's going on, guys?
Dude, I feel like, we finally meet, well, virtually, because I always see your videos.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
And like now we actually get to talk.
Yes, I love your videos. I feel like we grew up in like the same household. It's weird. Like, do our parents like have like a handbook? Like, that they can follow because we all go through the same stuff,
Yeah.
Mexican dads.
Órale. Chuy? Yeah.
Stuff Hispanic kids went through.
Dicen niños menores de 8 años está gratis. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
11.
¿Cuántos años tienes?
8.
And every time I send my mom the videos, she's like, yeah, that's me.
We're all family somehow, like there's probably some sort of blood, Garcia blood, something,
Yeah.
or the same town, or your mom probably knows my tia, and I don't know.
Yeah,
that's
he's
true.
probably like her primo. Like, you're
We're-
definitely
somehow,
probably
some way.
some way. So what was your first viral video?
I would say when I did my Valentine series on during Valentine's Day, I've done 2, and those went like super viral, and people just loved that whole Valentine series. And it was like when you date a Latina, right? And it was that whole thing where you bring the hot Cheetos and the tacos and all that fun stuff.
It's like a starter pack in a way.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Very on point.
And like we talked earlier about how we're all kind of related.
Yes.
So like, what's your favorite family member to like impersonate or like you channel best in your videos?
My mom is the one I've definitely done a lot, but lately, lately I really like to do my dad. They're more like calm, relaxed, but like the words are powerful. My mom character, I do more like she'll yell at you more, and like it's this, not that.
Yeah.
So definitely, I think my top 2 at least is my mom and my dad. But my favorite one, I think it's my dad.
Your dad.
I love when they hang out in public and the button up shirt. You leave the 2 unbuttoned, so it looks kind of like you just came out of work.
And how does your mom feel like, or how do your parents feel about you impersonating them? Like, have they seen your videos?
They don't care. They think it's funny. The one thing about being Latino is that we don't care. Like everyone thinks it's funny when you make something relatable. So I don't think anyone's feelings, at least Latinos, no feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like Latinos in general, but how about your family? Does the family chisme ever like stir the pot up on your content?
So I've definitely used family chisme. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times I use my how my tias act in person through my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Or through a comadre, right? And I also use my uncles through my dad too, so I kind of use all these different people into one character. But no, I think for the most part, the family, and nobody cares, man. Like it's just funny. Just make it funny, and people they can't even like really relate. Maybe they can like say, oh, that kind of happened to me. And it's like, well, yeah, of course. I took the idea from you.
Yeah.
So at the last carne asada, you was
Yeah.
exaggerating the fact,
That's funny. And how does it feel like getting nominated for Premios Juventud 2024, like the award?
It definitely feels good. I grew up with my parents always watching Univision and watching all these programs. So being nominated for such an award on an actual like national television, it feels really, really good. The family is very happy. I'm very happy. It just being nominated itself is such an honor. So yeah, we're all very stoked.
That's awesome.
Does any of your family like treat you differently now? It's like, El Chuy, pinche Mr. Premios Juventud. Like, do they kind of like playfully like?
Only every time, bro.
Yeah.
Like yeah, que vienes Chuy. Ay, ay. Dame un pedazo de carne, tío. Es todo.
I'm so Chuy. I'm
Ay,
just, you know.
yeah. Watch the video, Pete.
He's still humble.
Wow, tío. Thanks.
Oh
my
man. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you having you on the show, and I can't wait to see more of your videos too.
But plug your socials.
Yeah, plug your socials.
Just Mr. Chewy everywhere. Just wherever you want. Even on MySpace, just put Mr. Chewy. You probably see me there too, you know?
Well, thank you for the time, man. And we'll see you as always. And good luck on the nomination. Hopefully you win that.
Yes, we're rooting for you.
Yeah, thank you guys. You know, anyone could vote on bravoswinter.com/vote, and it should be under the Mejor LOL section. And once you vote, just make sure to confirm your email and it'll count.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, compa. Bueno, cuídate. It was nice talking to you.
Take care.
Awesome, brother.
All right,
Thanks,
take care.
guys.
Salud.
Appreciate
Bye.
You.
Ese Mr. Chuy, buena onda.
So funny. I love him. And he's so nice. Like, you know, some people are different in real life, and they're different from their content
Oh, yeah.
when you talk to.
Nah. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, what you see is what you get. I like that.
Yeah. Well, we have a luncheon, right, to go to. We're getting a little bougie today. So we're going to wrap up today's show. It has been Link in Bio. I'm Alejandro.
And I'm Jenny.
And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.